Ladies and gentlemen, something's happening at the Waterloo District School Board. There are currently 2 trustee vacancies. One of the trustees resigned because of health problems and the other trustee died. And now there's 2 spots available. And the current Board of Trustees, they're deciding on how to fill the spots. Now this is not a very difficult thing to decide because the election just happened. So the first option is just to have another election. However, the tide is turning and they know this because people are very tired. So they don't want to have another election because they say the costs are going to be too high. Yes, I'm not joking you. A board of trustees that voted to change school names because they weren't woke enough and it will cause harm and apparently brings down the academics of kids. So they're going to throw all this money, says that having a democratic election is too much. Okay. Then they can have the option of just choosing the next person in line, which is fairly easy. You know, the election just happened, just choose the next runner-up. No, they do not want to do this. They voted against this as well. As a matter of fact, what they voted to do is to appoint 2 new trustees. Yes, they want to handpick 2 new trustees. Now, the vice chair, trustee Kathleen Woodcock, said we should make a special committee of 3 trustees and we should tell the other trustees what the rules are for appointing. I kid you not, these people just dig themselves deeper into a lack of transparency and accountability at every moment that they get. Now, this appointment idea came from Trustee Scott Piatowski, who is infamous for his authoritarian thinking, and he just wants full control all the time. And essentially what they want to do is they want to handpick 2 new trustees by secret ballot. Yes, by secret ballot. And they want them to fall in the same ideology that the previous 2 trustees had. Yes, they said the quiet part out loud. I'm actually going to link that little segment right after this video just so you can hear it for yourself. They said this in a meeting. So as you can see, these people have no respect for democratic principles. They want to handpick anybody that they want at will, and they are so arrogant that they cannot see what they are doing is incorrect. They think they know better than people, the people that voted them in. They're above them, right? Now they're in a position where they're so enlightened that they're above the voters and that they can just pick somebody that fits who they think is best. So instead of just keeping it simple, they've designed this convoluted secret system in which they're not held accountable for the choices that they make. They can vote and then they could be like, well, I don't know who voted for that, and just play stupid. I mean, it's just so crazy to me that this is happening. And this was protested by parents, myself included, outside the Waterloo District School Board. And I want to say there was a lot of cars that went by and showed their appreciation through honking, thumbs up, etc. So parents are obviously not happy about this. Not even the media on the left side is happy about this. There's a ton of articles that were written about this power grab and authoritarian rule. The current trustees that are in there they don't care about democracy. The only people that care about democracy was Cindy Watson, Bill Cody, and Mike Ramsey, who have spoken out against all the other trustees, including the unbiased chair, Joanne Weston. I mean, and I say that sarcastically because her bias clearly shows every time. The vice chair, the student trustees, the young trustees, Scott Piatowski, all of these people basically want to push for a non-transparent way to handpick and select somebody that will represent their views, not the views of the voters, their views. If this is a concern to you, I would encourage you to write to the Waterloo District School Board and tell them that you want transparency and you want democratic principles to be upheld. they've gotten a lot of pushback on this, and they're pretending that, you know, everything's cool and whatever, but I know that people are writing and people are not happy about this. So I would encourage you to write, to make public statements, and come delegate as well. Come speak over there, and you can keep it simple. I've got 2 delegations right now. I'm going to link them below, where they talk about the importance of having these democratic principles. So if you're tired of socialism and communism, like I am, because Romania used to be communist, and yeah, no thanks, I'm not going back to that mentality, you know, I think democracy is very important and people need to get elected. So send the school board trustees and send this video to others, because I am getting censored hard, and it will help me overcome censorship. Parents need to know what's going on behind the school walls, and I follow the school board closely in the Ministry of Education. So I hope that you appreciate this video. I hope that you can share with others, just talk about it, start a conversation, and let people know about what is happening. I appreciate you for making it this far. Take care.
And I think it's necessary in this instance, particularly when we have 2 vacancies to fill, 2 out of a board of 11. And we've been reminded that the election was not that long ago. Certainly I remember it well. And I remember competing visions being on the ballot. And I remember the voters clearly choosing one vision, one that was represented by Trustee Meisner and Trustee Snyder. We are asked in our meeting norms to give consideration to absent voices. I'm giving consideration to the absent voice of Trustee Meisner, giving consideration of the absent voice of Trustee Snyder. I know what they stand for. I know that that voters clearly chose that. They chose me to make the best decisions that I can. The Education Act gives us the responsibility to either choose to hold a by-election, which for very good reasons we have rejected, or to appoint. And if we're appointing, the process being recommended is absolutely the best process available. And I will be supporting Trustee Woodcock's motion.